Okay, so let's do Moana, which is the new animation by Disney. So the story is a young girl on a Polynesian island where she is told by her father that everyone must stay where we are, stay where you are. And the island itself is suffering from potential eco-catastrophe. There is a backstory about a magical stone called the Heart of Te Fiti. And Moana, our heroine, who seems to have been chosen by the ocean to become the sort of seafaring saviour, goes against her father's wishes that you shouldn't ever go beyond the reef, and decides to head off in order to restore the Heart of Te Fiti, meeting up en route with demigod Maui, voiced, of course, by Dwayne Johnson. Here's a clip.
Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea. I am Moana.
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. I interrupted from the top. Hero of men. Go.
I am
Sorry. And women. Men and women. Both. All. Not a guy-girl thing. Maui is a hero to all. You're doing great.
What? No, I'm here to...
Oh, of course. Yes. Maui always has time for his fans. Mm-hmm. When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting. Huh? I know, not every day you get a chance to meet your hero.
You are not my hero, and I'm not here so you can sign my oar.
You know, I really liked this. I thought it was really charming. And firstly, I thought that the voice work was brilliantly done. The animation, I mean, it's by Clements and Musker, who were known for Little Mermaid and Aladdin, who have made the transition from hand-drawn animation into CG with real skill and retaining the beauty of what were referred to as, old-fashioned traditional forms of animation, very much in the 21st century. I love the fact that Moana, our central character, is very much not a Disney princess. There's a bit when Dwayne Johnson says, look, you wear a dress, you got an animal sidekick, you're a princess. She says, no, I'm not. I'm a chieftain's daughter. And so I liked that about it. I thought the songs, which are co-written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, of course, who is known for Hamilton, are, just terrifically well constructed and really have a real sort of earworm quality to them. But what I also liked was that the animation has real sort of genuine archetypal beauty to it. So even though we're in very, very modern, sort of modern circumstances, an ancient tale, but, modern CG and all the rest of it, you get things like this. The best drawn character, drawn in both ways, is the character of the sea itself, of the ocean itself, whose waves become like hands, aiding the voyages on their quest. There is, much that is really, really visually beautiful. The storytelling is done with clear lines, clear kind of classic lines. The way in which the BBFC reports that this is PG because it has some mild threat, and I have to say the sort of the lava monster which we see in the sort of second half of the film is definitely, you think that's mild.
Because I was going to ask you about that, seeing the PG, because Toy Story, the first one, was a PG, and it always makes you go, oh, okay, who can I take to this?
Well, I think you can. The way PG works is it is parental guidance, as it's in the thing. And I've been asked by a lot of people about whether any of it is scary. There were certain things in it that I thought, blimey, that's pretty monstrous. That monster seems pretty monstrous. And I think the PG rating is right. It's certainly not a 12A certificate film. It is definitely a PG film. But bear in mind, and I am always astonished by how resilient young viewers are, but there were some things in it that I thought, wow, that's a proper big lava monster. Anyway, I thought it was really well done. I really liked the conjunction of old and new in terms of the visual presentation. I thought the storytelling lines were clear. I thought that the characters were likable. I really like that kind of sense of independence, that she's an explorer, she's an adventurer, she's somebody who's got respect for her heritage and yet is looking forward to the future. The comedy sequences work really well. There's the comedy sidekick of the dumb chicken who seems to be there to serve the entire time, being the animal sidekick. And it's one of those things that is done really well sometimes in Disney animations, of a character which is, all but silent, being just visually funny. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I think it is, I think it'll be a big success during the holiday season. The only thing I would say is that, as I said, that mild threat. I mean, if you have very, very sensitive children, then again, if you've gone to see Disney, I mean, if you've seen Snow White, I mean, I still think Snow White's got one of the scariest sequences of anything I've ever seen. If you've seen Bambi, you've had your heart torn out by animation. Wizard of Oz, the flying monkeys thing is the thing that gives everybody
the
nightmares.
forest is just terrifying.
What, you mean the forest? The throwing the apples
When they walk through the creep through the forest.
Yeah, and then the flying monkeys come.
That one.
Yeah,
just before that. Just even before they get to the monkeys.
You're just scared of trees.
Just the trees.
Just trees. Yeah, fine.
And are we saying for the debut performance as Moana, is it Auli'I Cravalho?
Yes, and she's great, absolutely great. I think she is 16 years old, or was 16 years old when the film was was made, and her character is the same age, and it's just a superb voice performance.